Friends, quick stock market close update. Now this thing just played out perfectly. The gap has been filled on the Russell. It's showed by the IWM. Here it is. Okay, the high, see, look at that high was 178.67, and I told you the gap would be filled, and it's been filled. Oh, come on. Yeah, it went over the 178.68. Wait, that was a close. 178.67, 178.68, 178.56 was the low. So the gap is closed. See, that 178.56 is closed. So the gap's been closed, but you know what? I'm going to hold over the weekend on my TZA short. Now, you think you like, remember we had the low day close, which means that this thing could turn green on you and provide an escape route for people who got trapped on this Friday. You know, like we have shown you many times, you low day to close, those are dangerous, holding on the opposite direction of those, right? They're dangerous. But because you'll have something like this happen to you. Right there, next thing, look how green it is. But that, that's a rare incident there. But we've gone through this, like even here, there's a low day close where those crosshairs on that stick. Low day close right here. That's a high day close. It's the opposite. Low day close here. Now, see, even this one, I'm putting this one up here. Now, this is the scenario that we're going to be looking for then. See how you have this low day close here? Right here? That one? Oh, shoot. Is it still recording? Yeah, I think, sorry, folks. I wasn't sure if you can't see one of my recording buttons. So here's what's going on. So what do we do then? So what are we doing, right? See how you'll get out of that. Remember, we can escape it later. Show right here. See? Yeah, that low day close. Oh, it's terrible. Terrible. But there you have that low day. Oh, my gosh. There, that low day close there. You can get out later on. So what I'm thinking what we might have is a gap down Monday, right? And that's when you clear the exodus position. So if we have a gap down, like that's way too down here, then you'll get out. I'm just showing a gap down, okay? So Monday, if it opens up like 1% red, clear the position, get out of it, okay? Move on to something else or wait for another setup. So, but another reason I'm holding this is because the 50-day moving average, here to zoom us in here. You got the 50-day moving average. Look how it's not touched. God, I am drawing terrible. Sorry, with my finger. Right there. The 50-day moving average is not touched. It's 178.30. You remember that moving averages tend to be the next support lines and stuff and resistance. So they punch through them because they know that people are looking for those support lines, right? So that's why we're just going to I'm going to head and hold out the weekend. Normally, if I did want to take the risk, I'd take it off. But made so much good money this week that I can take some damage. But if I was just entering into this week where I was coming out of losses or just starting out I hadn't traded for a week or two where I have some gains to offset my momentum, then, or if I needed cash flow, whereas tight in the cash flow funds, which I'm always tight, by the way. Don't think I'm just, just rolling in cash flow, right? But then I would actually been more cautious with this. I would have taken it off, right? Because it was said, well, I'll just reevaluate step back in on Monday. Now, that's something else I need to tell you too, is if you have a black or red Friday and a black or red Monday, that means a nightmare for the markets for a coming week at minimum, because it happens so rarely. I don't know why that is, but it's another pattern. That's a little secret that nobody knows about. If you have a black Friday and a black Monday, that it is a disaster. So if we have a close on Monday, it's black again, watch out, because this thing is going to be a nightmare going down. Kid you not. It'll be a nightmare. That I think it was like, somebody ran the statistics on it. Something ridiculous, like 86% of the time when you have a black Friday and black Monday, the market tanks. And that's a true stat. Also, I think 2 or 3 of the black Tuesdays, black Mondays, where the market is ripped down like 10% on the Dow and things like that happened on a black Friday and a black Monday. The preceding Tuesday was just a nightmare. So there is some kind of statistical play on this thing. So if we see a black Monday, and I saw them, boy, there's the time where they're doing a run up there. I was talking to Brother Henry in Tennessee, and we kept watching for it. I think it was earlier this year or something. I can't remember exactly when it was. And boy, it finally hit a black Friday and black Monday. I said, oh my gosh, here it comes. And sure enough, man, ripple down. Boom, 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 all this news, boom, boom, boom. That thing ripped down very quickly, okay? All right, so it's going to hold the TZ on that. The TZ has decayed, and that's why the gap hasn't been filled more clearly when you see the TZ. I don't need to bring it up because you got this. Like I said, we've got the MACD crossover too coming down there, and it's starting hitting the balance, the teeter-totter center point line, right? So this thing can get momentum. We also have the M pattern in play that I talked about. We got this M pattern here. It's falling through now. It's got the M pattern. It's coming through. So the best they can do is maybe, like I said, bring it up a hair, retrace the M, and then take down, or that's going to play. But like I said, we're going to have. I think we're going to have a Santa rally that's somewhere in here. But for now, we're just playing it. Why the chart's taking one day at a time for this M pattern things to play out right. So you could see a retrace, or they just break it right off and take that M all the way down to here. And I showed you before the support lines, all that stuff down here and all those other things, right? Okay. Looks like some of my moving averages got whacked for some. I had the 2,000. I don't know what happened to those. You remember I had the 2,000. It'd be nice to have those, and then we could show those. But that's all right. So let's go on to the VIX. Still looking in a good area. It's still above that. See 25. Let's see VIX. And let's see VIX. Here we go. Yet the VIX is still at the 2283 area. It's got support. Don't try to use moving averages too much on the VIX because it doesn't really buy a lot because it's a wholly different game, right? But there are contracts and stuff like that. The VIX is looking nice. I told you, look at the VIX. We got that crossover. It's got that momentum fall through. It's got a W pattern, and now it's kind of turning sideways. It's turning sideways off that W, and that means it could launch. And you can talk about 25.18 right in there, my friends. It's doing a perfect W pattern. I told you, it's a perfect W for a win for the VIX. So if it keeps going like this, it's going to launch. Boy, it's going to go. Well, I should be steeper than that even. It's going to be like this. That's what you want, a perfect slight. Remember, you don't want one that's down like this. You want one that pulls back like this, and then it's going to launch. And I'll probably come in there to that 25.18 area what I've been looking at. It could go higher, but let's take it at 25 first to see what happens when it starts playing against the, what is that, the 50? I don't know. It doesn't, or is it the 20? What's the 20? Oh, there's the 20. What color we have the 20? Oh, the light magenta or whatever, right? It's already past the 20. It's right there. The support line. So the next one would be the 50 up there, purple, right? Let's make sure. Like I said, don't use these too much. And they say, why are you doing it? Well, because it is played out a little bit. It's not as tightly good as the other, okay? So there you got the 50. It'll come in there, right? And let's see, what's the blue? Because that's turning over. It's rolled over. What is the blue? Is that the 100? Oh, nope, sorry. Should have these for you before this 100. Well, okay, let's not worry about that. One step at a time. It's rolling over, okay? All right, so let's see that trade, boy, isn't that awesome? The trade that just perfect. At the end, it had a low day close on the China, the yin and the yang trade, the balance of the yin yang. You gotta love these. They didn't used to have names that were so perfect to this, and now they've gotten so creative even with the stock market. This one, the short of the Chinese is just awesome. I think this is going to play out really awesome because there's so much hype, but we'll see what happens. You're getting that starting to turn up and a crossover, starting to see that. Volume pullback was kind of low today, which is not a good sign because when you have a washout in the volume on the turn, then start stepping in when you get like there's where you start getting me cautious, where you had the pickup in the volume. There's that downstick though. It's downstick, so yeah. So then we don't want distribution when we're coming down, so we do want it to pull back a little bit. See how it's slightly pulling back here, and they got exhausted right there, and that's when it came down again. See, I just drove it. So see how the volume is going like this while the market's going, why it's going up. So it's going down, and while it's going up. See, that's what you don't want. So as long, and the volume's still pretty good here. There's still, look, compared that to previous, there's your green volume. So there's buyers stepping in right here. They're stepping in. That's above average on that volume there, which is a very good sign. Very good sign. See, that is a very good sign. That is perfect. And it's starting to, like I said, starting to flatten out and kind of doing this. So we got a good position on that. I'm gonna hold that over the weekend as well. So that's about it. All right. God bless and have a great weekend, or if you don't drop by, and hope everything just having a wonderful weekend. Let's make it a World War weekend. A wonderful. I'm sure that sounds horrible, but let's do it. Let's have World War III for a wonderful weekend. No, whatever. Right. Okay. Take care. God bless.